Good afternoon and welcome to Two-A-Day on your Packer Link Up. Today is Friday, August 22nd, and you're watching the 5 o'clock edition. Well, of course, the question on everybody's mind out in Packerland tonight is, can the Packers recover from their huge loss against the 49ers last Saturday? Uh, didn't play well in any phase of the game. There were a few individual performances that were worthy of note, but other than that, the Packers really laid an egg last Saturday and are looking to get a little bit of their pride back, going to Invesco Field tonight to play the Denver Broncos. Game starts at 8 o'clock. Of course, we remember the last time the Packers played the Denver Broncos, one of the most exciting games of the entire regular season last year when Aaron Campman had a career high 3 sacks in one game. Greg Jennings had his career high in yardage, 141 receiving yards in that game. James Jones with 107 receiving yards, including his career-long 79-yard touchdown pass, a fantastic touchdown run, and Ryan Grant coming off the bench with the injury of Deshaun Wynn and getting his first 100-yard game, the game that propelled him to being the starter and one of the most hallowed players for the Packers last season. And of course, we remember the game did go to overtime, and on the first play from scrimmage, Brett Favre throwing that beautiful rainbow pass to Greg Jennings, 82-yard touchdown, first play of scrimmage in overtime to win the game 19-13. So the Packers are looking to recapture a little bit of that magic, and they're going to have to do it once again on the road. This is the second of 2 road games for the Packers in the preseason this year, and this time they're headed to Invesco Field, go up a mile high, the thin air and all the climate changes, and look to take away a win. This is their third exhibition contest, and of course, they have a lot to prove after last week, and this being the most important preseason game, the third preseason game. Our starters are probably going to be seeing action through the first half and into the second half a bit. Of course, it will be up to the coaches as to how long they play, whether they play longer because of their performance, whether they go out and are hitting on all cylinders and can be pulled out early. But we will watch and we will see the progress of the Green Bay Packers. Look for a couple of additions that guys coming back on our offense that we've needed for a long time. With a chip on their shoulder, the team takes the field. This time with Greg Jennings back in the lineup, and of course Greg Jennings was one of the 2 top touchdown catchers on our team last year. Well, he was the top touchdown catcher, Ryan Grant, and he with the most touchdowns for the Packers last season. So a very important part of our offense, and we're glad to have him back. Maybe give Aaron Rodgers a little more of a chance to get the ball to some playmakers. Ryan Grant, though, another sideline offensive starter, I've heard word that he may play. He's been sort of bothered by a hamstring injury that no one is really sure what the deal is with it. I have heard word that he may be on the field for this game and take a couple snaps. So I hope that if he does, it's because it's time, that they don't put him out there early just to get him reps and aggravate that hamstring injury. Running back position is very important for us. It's that razor's edge between putting him out too early to get the reps, keeping him out to save the injury, and not getting the reps he needed. He is needing. So once again, we're just going to have to wait and see. As with all of our injuries, it's just a waiting game. Ryan Pickett, don't know. Justin Harrell, we still don't know. A.J. Hawk, we still don't know, but I don't expect him to play tonight. So this week's opponent, all-time, Green Bay Packers versus the Denver Broncos in the regular season. 5 wins for the Pack, 5 losses, and 1 tie. So we're even up in the regular season series all time. In Denver, though, we are 1-5-0. So that win last season was the first for the Packers all time in Denver. In the preseason, however, were 2 wins, 6 losses, and no ties. So we want to pick up a win on that side in the preseason and see our team start moving up in that particular series. Once again, the preseason games that they don't matter, and they do. The score does not matter. We want to see good individual performances. We want to see each of the units working well together, and we want to see our offense clicking and our defense able to do the things that we expect our defense to do. So my main concern in this game in particular is to see our offensive line start to gel, start to do something right. It was a mess Saturday, and I think the guys took it personally. And I expect this game to be a good one. I expect us. I don't necessarily expect us to win, but I do expect this game to be a well-played game, much better than the last one. Coach McCarthy, regardless of what he says, he was embarrassed going back to San Francisco and his team playing and being just flat out beat in all phases like they were. So I believe he will have them prepared this time. There will be no excuses at this point, regardless of injuries. We have got to have our units playing well. Let's hope Jordy Nelson can get out there, take a few kicks, maybe this time take one to the house. Let's hope Patrick Lee can continue his phenomenal play for a rookie as a defensive back. And, of course, it's all going to be figured out, and it'll all be proven or disproven on the playing field tonight. So excited about this game. That's about it. I do want to do Link Up Spotlight tonight. When you get on, if you become a member of the Packer Link Up, one of the best things you can do, gather all your friends that like to chat, like to blog, like to do things. Get a bunch of your friends on together. Tell them about the Link Up, tell them how easy it is to become a member, and get them on, because during the game, it's quite a bit of fun to chat during the games. Now, this is particularly great if some friends of yours are out-of-state Packer fans, or you're an out-of-state Packer fan and you've got family back home. It really adds a lot to the game time experience and the game day experience to be able to chat with your family and friends online and shoot back and forth about what's going on, chat about other things. It's a good time in this preseason to get your friends on and get an idea how everything works. Our chat is fully functional. You can open your own chat for just your group and password it and get your guys on and have a good time. So we're looking forward to a great game tonight, and the final two-a-day for tonight will, of course, come after the Denver Broncos-Packers game, and we'll have a lot to talk about, and hopefully it will all be good, and we'll all start feeling a little more comfortable and putting the 49ers game well behind us after this game. So until then, enjoy the game, and as always, go Pack.